What is up, guys? Pinemuffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Last time we finished off our adventures in the Nord Highlands. After meeting up with Gaius, Alisa, and Millium, we found out we needed to help stop the confrontations that were happening in the Highlands between the, the third... I don't even remember what it's called. The third... Not the Third Imperial Army. What was it called? Can I look at the third? Oh my god, I'm just dumb. Come on. Let's just scroll up here. This is gonna bother the heck out of me if I don't figure it out. Come on. They gotta have it somewhere in here, right? Come on. Where is it? Vendergate, the third something. What is it called? Oh my god. Why do they not have it in here? Alright, well, whatever. The third something. Yeah, okay. Whatever Zex Vander is in charge of, the third... He's gotta be a character, right? No. Okay, so they're not gonna have him in here at all. Alright, well... Whatever, everyone obviously gets what I'm trying to say. The third, whatever the third regiment is for the Imperial Army, the thing that Zex is in charge of. We were stopping the battle, but my long-winded, trying to figure this out. We were trying to stop the battle between them and the Noble Alliance. The Noble Alliance was inhabiting the Watchtower, so we infiltrated the Watchtower and put a stop to things there. We came face to face with Blue Blanc and another person who was known as the Black Rabbit Altina, who seems to be working alongside Ouroboros with the Noble Alliance, and she also happens to have a doll, kind of like Millium has, except hers is black instead of white. And of course, Blue Blanc giving us an annoying time as usual, but it was kind of fun because it's the first time we fought Blue Blanc like in-game since like Sky the Third in Phantasma. That was the last time we actually fought him. So, that was fun. But now we're back in Ymir after my long-winded explanation right there. And we're gonna enjoy a nice day off. So, let's take a look at what's kind of going on. So, we do have some bonding events to do. I thought this was a side quest at first, but this exclamation point here is probably just her bonding event. Because you can see the exclamation points are there. So we have 3 bonding events to use. So I'm going to use one on Sharon, I'm going to use one on Alisa, and then I think I'll use the third one on Toval. Maybe we can get some more lore on Toval. So let's start with Sharon over here. Why are you doing the cooking, Sharon? I thought it might be the best way to make myself useful. Lady Schwarzer and I have been plotting out all sorts of culinary concepts that could aid with your father's recovery. She looks shockingly comfortable in our kitchen. I never gave much thought before, but seeing an Ouroboros enforcer standing in my house is kind of weird. Is something the matter, Master Reen? Could I make you a favorite dish or something of the sort? Lady Alisa is out shopping for ingredients at the moment, so it's not too late to put in any special requests. I would gladly leave deciding the dinner menu to the two of you. You would just be like a married couple. Whatever you want will be just fine. Haha, I don't know why I'm wasting my time worrying about her past. She's still our Sharon, no matter who she worked for. While I've got it on my mind, though, maybe I should take some time to ask her a bit about Ouroboros. Sure, why not? This is kind of out of the blue, but would you mind telling me a bit about Ouroboros, if you can anyway? I feel like I should learn as much about them as possible, since we're almost definitely going to face off again. Goodness. Would you be willing to accompany me onto the mountain path again? Huh? I mean, sure, but why? You'll see when we get there. Though, if you need some time to get ready, I can wait. So much for waiting. Oh, a dead end? What exactly did you bring me here for, Sharon? Is there something here that I'm not seeing? This should be far enough from the village. We wouldn't want to cause any trouble for anyone, What are you doing? Please draw your blade, Master Reen. Allow me to take this opportunity to give you a little due practice. Practice? Where did this come from? I'm sure you don't need me to inform you of this, but Ouroboros has chosen to support the Noble Alliance in their endeavors. The agents assisting them are incredibly powerful and skilled, much like the Phantom Thief. They're all that powerful? Should you choose to define the way you and your classmates fight as good, then the Society of Ouroboros is nothing short of evil. Trying to fight evil such as that head-on is pure folly. But I, too, am part of the Society. Perhaps by fighting me, you can discover something that will help you stand up to them. I think that will be far more useful to you than simply learning information about the group that may serve no purpose. I see. She's right. Alright, then. Yeah, instead of just learning, like, oh, Blue Blanc's backstory about, how he would always, like, steal things. Obviously he was from, like, he was up in Northumbria, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and so was Weissman. Like, learning info like that isn't going to help Reen be able to fight against them. So yeah. Alright then, I accept your challenge. No holding back, Master Reen. I need to see what you're truly capable of. Their impromptu training sessions quickly began. Sharon showed no mercy, subjecting Reen to the full might of her many skills. And he struggled valiantly to find an opening to mount a counterattack, barely enduring her onslaught. That was wonderful. It takes some impressive skill to be able to catch one of my steel wires in such a short period of time. I was only able to catch the one, though. If this had been a real combat situation you were fighting to kill, I would have been torn to shreds long before that. Oh, that may well be true. Still, you determinedly tried to find ways to turn overwhelming odds in your favor, never once giving up. Seeing that was enough to make me believe this practice session was not in vain. Do you mind if I ask you a question, Sharon? Why do you do so much to help us when you're supposedly still with Ouroboros? It seems strange to be trained on how to fight against their members by someone who's part of the group. The enforcers of Ouroboros are granted a certain degree of freedom in what we do. I simply exercise that freedom to choose serving yourselves and the Reinford family over Ouroboros. Though the fact that I am a member of the society does not change, of course. That clears up approximately nothing for me. At the very least, I can assure you have nothing to worry about. Until this war reaches a conclusion, I'll fight alongside you and your classmates, that I promise. That's a very specific thing to say. Until this war reaches a conclusion. So, there is going to be a point, she's saying, where she has to return to Ouroboros. She's not going to be with them forever. My love and devotion are not with only Lady Alisa, but with each and every one of you. I swear to the goddess, I will protect and fight for you with all that I am. Does the society believe in the goddess? I don't know. Yeah, you swear to the goddess, but I don't know if I've ever heard of an Ouroboros member talk about the goddess in, like, a favorable light. Thank you. We'll be counting on you, Sharon, always. Nothing would make me happier. Well, that was nice. Their conversation over, Sharon gave Reen first aid for the injuries he had sustained during the battle, and together they happily returned to Ymir. Well, there you go. Thanks for the help, Sharon. I must admit, I found that training incredibly rewarding, but now that you've exercised, you should eat something nutritious and take a rest. Nothing that will spoil your appetite for tonight's dinner, of course. Yeah, I'll try. Get all the wire cuts out of me from you. Alright, well, now that we've talked to Sharon, I guess we'll go see what Alex is up to. But first, let's say hi to Badeau. Yeah, I'm really relieved, too. We owe the goddess our thanks. What a good dog. Always on guard duty, he is. So Alisa is... Oh. Oh, Milliam's on top of that cliff with Claire. Alisa, what are you buying? Sharon wants to do some cooking later, so I'm here to stock up on ingredients. She asked for stuff that'll be nice and nutritious for your dad, too. Thank you so much for doing this. You must be exhausted after the time you spent in Nord, too, so try to get some rest if you can. Thanks, maybe I will. You know, the foot bath I passed on the way here might be a great way to do that. I haven't used it since our trip, so maybe I could do with a little dip. I'm tempted to join her. That does sound good. Can I come with? The more the merrier. Let me just finish up my shopping and we can head over. After Reen helped Alisa carry her purchases back home, the two of them made their way over to the foot bath. You can feel the warmth coursing through your whole body. Feels like all my exhaustion is just melting away. Yeah, the foot bath's nice all year round, but it's really something special during winter. The last time we were here, it was still early fall, so I imagine you can feel the difference too. I can actually. I think it was winter when I came here with my family as a little girl too. Oh yeah, you mentioned last time we were here that you'd been once with your family. Do you remember how long ago? Well, my father was still alive, so it was around 9 years ago, I suppose. It was Grandfather's idea to bring us all here. That was back before Sharon joined our family, too. That sounds exactly like something he'd suggest. Haha. If it was 9 years ago, that'd make it a few years or so after my dad adopted me. Oh, how funny would it be if we actually bumped into each other back when we were kids? We couldn't stay for long since everyone was really busy with work at the time. But I'll treasure the memory forever. The whole family together laughing and smiling, my mother and father at my side. It's amazing how much can change in 9 years. Everything is completely different now, both at home and Ereboni as a whole. I just hope Mother is alright wherever she is now. Give me a minute. A minute for what? What's this? It's called a happiness hair. They're seen as kind of a good luck charm around here. Normally you'd put a bit more effort into making one and use different materials, but this'll do for now. Aw, it's a sweet little thing, isn't it? I know, right? When we were kids, Elise used to always make one for me whenever she thought I was down. Oh. Sorry, you must be as worried about her as I am about Mother. I'm sure she's just fine, that's what I'm choosing to believe. So try to believe that your mom is fine too. I'm sure you'll be reunited with her before long. Just don't give up hope. Yeah, I won't. Come on, don't cry. Here, this will cheer you up. Don't worry, you. Wait, was that a memory from when I came here as a little girl? Alisa? Sorry, I guess it's a little childish to think something like this would cheer you up. Oh no, that's not it at all. Thanks for the encouragement, Reen. I won't give up. And I'll keep believing that we'll both be reunited with our families before long. That's what I like to hear. Oh, sweet. After that, they soaked their feet in the foot bath for a little while longer and enjoyed some pleasant conversation. When they got out, Reen bade farewell to Alisa, who chose to return to the general store. Even though she already finished her shopping? Okay. Cool. The foot baths are really great. Just one little dip and your whole body warms right up. Maybe I'll get Sharon to join me next time. Oh yeah, do you guys have anything new? No, it doesn't seem like it. Well, Machias, obviously, because he wasn't with us last time. Did Machias... I didn't even think to look. Oh, okay, so even though he's not with us, he still attained some levels, I guess. Yeah, because Reen was like in the high 50s. Death's Embrace, that's a name for an S-Craft. Yeah, like even Reen was in like the high 50s when we left for Nord, so I guess they do at least level up whoever you leave behind a little bit. Alright, last but not least, let's go talk to Toval. Maybe he'll give us some insight. Sharon was kind enough to give us the official Ouroboros seal of approval on Ymir's defenses yesterday. They might be number one on the guild's list of enemies, but everything I've seen out of her is worthy of our trust. Still, the more time passes, the grimmer the situation here in the Empire gets. Maybe it's time for me to square things up with the goddess just in case. A little prayer couldn't hurt me right now. Maybe I should join him. If you're heading to pray, I'd be happy to join you. That's the plan. Nice to have some company. There's something I wanted to talk to you about anyway, so I guess the goddess is smiling on me already. What would that be? Is he gonna talk about the past or something? I'm kind of surprised you wanted to come and pray all of a sudden. You never really struck me as much of a religious man. Haha, well, it's because I'm not really. I only really come to church to pray before the big jobs. What brought you here today, then? You even need to ask? I wanted to pray for your kid's future, as well as the future of all of us in the Bracer Guild. Both to Eidos and my other goddess. Whoa, who's this other goddess? Kind of embarrassing question to answer, to tell you the truth. She's the woman who sent me on the road to becoming a Bracer. Oh. It all started back in the day when I was still working for Old Mict. I ended up getting caught in some trouble involving an artifact, you see, and she's the one who helped me get through it all, so... If he doesn't outright say who this person is, I'll go ahead and say her name so people who didn't read the Carnelia books know who it is. If you don't mind me asking, what kind of trouble? Let's just say that's one experience I'll be happy to never relive. I was pretty skilled with arts even back then, but if she hadn't come when she did, I'd be a goner. She's a tad on the violent side, though. The kind of person who could take out a whole Jaeger cart with their bare hands. I think a tad might be putting it lightly. Still, that's how we met, and she saw the potential I had when it came to arts. Thanks to her, I ended up finding my true calling. I threw away all the aliases I'd been using up until that point, and just became Toval Randiner, the Bracer, and that's how I'm going to stay. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is, people at the end of the day are the sum of their experiences. There's obviously a lot you don't know about your past, but that's not what defines who you are. What does define you are the choices you make and the paths you choose. That's what I think, at least. Toval. Aww. Well, anyway, you still got more of your classmates to find. And even then, you still got plenty of time to find out exactly what it is you want to do with your life. But if you ever need advice, you can always come talk to me. Toval's like the being a father figure right now. I love this. Thanks, Toval. I still have no idea what I want to do after all of us meet up or after this war is over. But hopefully by the end of it, I'll have a better idea. Haha, there we go. The conversation finished, Reen and Toval offered up a silent prayer to the goddess, and swore once again to survive the trials of war and come out the other side. Alright, so, he didn't say her name. The person he's talking about is Ein from the Gralsritter. Ein obviously being the #1 head in charge. What's the word for it? Dominion. You know, she's the one that, you know, Kevin and Wazi and all them are always reporting to. She is the one who set Toval on the path to becoming a Bracer, which is a pretty wild thing. There's a lot of giant question marks in your past, but so what? That's not what defines who you are as a person. You know what, Will? The choices you make and the path you choose. At least that's the way I've always seen it. So just be sure to take some time to think about the choices you make. Oh, and if you ever want my advice, you know where I'll be. You know, realistically, if Reen did go down, it obviously isn't going to happen because they're not going to go down the same path twice since every arc is about its own thing. You know, obviously the Sky arc was about, you know, Estelle learning what it meant to be a bracer. Crossbell arc, Lloyd becoming a police officer. And obviously Reen is doing stuff in his own way. But obviously Reen becoming a bracer would kind of feel redundant, but obviously the option would still be there if you ever wanted it. Oh, hi, Pete. So we've already done all 3 of those, so I guess we'll just talk to everyone in town before heading back to rest. I'm gonna head into the mountains for some hunting. Should go well. I used to do it all the time back in the corpse. I'll be sure to catch your dad something good to eat. Thanks, I guess. Still don't forget to rest. You're going to need it. Roger. Thanks, I guess. Alright. Machias is in the tavern. I assume he's doing some studying. Toval recommended I try the coffee here, and now I can see exactly why. The beans themselves are fairly standard, but the roasting method they're using has given them a wonderful aroma. Coffee this good pairs perfectly with all the chess game transcriptions I've been reading. Wait, you're reading up on games other people played? You must really love your chess. You could say that. I'd like to think I've gotten better ever since joining the lower class chess club, too. But I haven't played in a long time. Reading records like this may be fun, but it's no match for the real thing. Well, hopefully someday after all of this has passed, Machias can play once again. Elliot! I'm so glad your dad's finally woken up. Think you might invite him to the hot springs tonight for a little father-son bonding? Maybe not just yet. He should probably just stay in bed until he gets a bit more of his strength back. Aha, okay, yeah. Probably a good idea. I'm sure he'd love it if you invite him at some point, though. Honestly, I'd like to bring Dad and Fiona here when things settle down. By the way, it was the 3rd Division. I couldn't think of the word I was looking for, but obviously 4th Division and 3rd Division. Okay, and all that, we'll talk to Milliam and Claire up there in a minute, but next, let's say hi to Gaius. I've only been away from the Empire for a month, and I'm kind of surprised how much I missed it. What a great town to come back to. This village holds a lot of memories for Class 7, I can certainly say that. I'm happy you feel that way. Given that the people here are being gracious enough to host us yet again, I'd like to give them something in return. I just haven't decided exactly what yet. I guess that's what his bonding event would have been about. Oh, no Gaius, huh? Or Machias. Alright, well that's helpful. Alright, so Milliam and Claire. Nice to see Milliam hasn't lost any of her spark. Even though we really had our work cut out for us back in Nord, I'm glad we managed to resolve the trouble there. Speaking of Nord, I should probably ask, do you know anything about that Altina girl? Like why she and Milliam both have weird puppets and the same last name? I do. Unfortunately, all my information and property of the Intelligence Division, and as such, my lips are sealed. But to be blunt, telling you would only serve to confuse you. We can't afford to have your mind anywhere else right now. Fair point. Ooh, what are you guys whispering about? I see what's going on here. Hushed whispers staying close right in your... You two are dating, aren't you? Oh my god. Well, he is standing behind her. Excuse me? That's your definition of dating? Okay, that's funny. Alright, Milliam, what do you have to say? This spot's got the best view of the whole town you can get. Now, where am I going to play today? Someone mentioned a spot where you can snowboard around here. It sounds like it'd be kind of fun. Nice to see she's making herself at home. Yeah, she's like, even though she's part of Class 7, she's like the daughter of Class 7. Or I guess you could say little sister to all the other students. Like everyone, even though she's probably one of the most powerful in the class, everyone is always wanting to watch out for her. I wonder if they have a new track. Oh yeah, okay. Let's do the second track course before moving on. It'd be fun if you could do it as a different character, but I get it. Oh, well, I missed one. That's fine. Better to not miss another flag. Alright, one flag missed. Still better than last time when we missed 2 flags. Cool. Yeah, that's my boy. Wouldn't feel right if the son of Ymir couldn't handle that course. Here's your prize. Go on, take it. Hair. And I'll be sure to keep the courses well maintained. If you feel like boring again, just come on by. Oh yeah, that does remind me, since we got a quartz. Where is it? Who had it on them? Was it Machia's son? There it is. Let me put this on Reen. So that way, no matter who's in the party, I can always detect treasure chests. Alright, well, I guess for the time being, let's head back in and rest, because I believe we've spoken. I guess we could, the only other people to really talk to would be Reen's mother and father. Let's see, who's where? Oh, I guess they're both in this room? Or, oh no, yeah, I forget. You go in here, and then their bedroom is back here. Sharon kindly volunteered to take over the housework for me. Thanks to her, I'm free to sit and talk with your father as much as I please. That being said, while I may be free of my usual duties for now, I have plenty of your father's to take on in his place. I don't doubt that. I can't imagine how exhausted you must be right now, Mom. Just try not to overdo it, okay? You're always so sweet, Reen, but don't you worry. I'm perfectly fine. Hi, Dad. Nothing out of the ordinary has happened since that day, no. Although as far as where Elise and Princess Alphen have been taken, I fear we're still none the wiser. Nothing good comes from impatience. All we can do is take things one step at a time. I suppose you're right, and on that note, you need to take your recovery one step at a time and get some sleep. Makes sense to me. What kind of weapons does he? He has some guns in here too, so I guess Reen's dad isn't just, you know, advanced in swordplay. He can probably use a variety of weapons. Or has them just, like, in case he's gonna need them. Should I go rest in my room now? Alright, guess we're gonna be heading to Legrand now, I would assume.
Oh, rank up だな。 こいつはギルドからの気持ちだ。いい感じだな。まあ、こんなもんだろ。
Alright, December 9th. Still during all of the festivities that are happening at Crossbell at the moment. And we will have to see how everything ends up, because as we know from the end of Azure, once Erebonia's civil war kind of comes to an end, they do take control of Crossbell. So we'll have to see how that pans out. Good morning, everyone. I wonder why they're just Lady Schwarzer. Why don't they just have her? We know her name is Lucia. Did you sleep well? Where did they all sleep? That's what I'm wondering. We did, thank you. I think it's one of those cases where you're supposed to assume that the Schwarzer mansion is a lot bigger than it actually looks right here, and that there's probably enough room for everybody. We did, thank you. I think I can speak for everyone. We said just what. Okay. My eyes sometimes read faster than my lips, so let me try again. We did, thank you. I think I can speak for everyone when I say that was just what we needed to take on the day. Breakfast was delicious too. I'm kind of jealous of you, Rain. Haha, really? It wouldn't have been possible if not for Sharon. She's been an incredible help these past couple of days. What do you mean couple? How long have we been back? I'm so confused. I thought we only come back for a day, but whatever. She's even taught me a few new tricks in the kitchen. All the cooking's been rather fun with her around. Well, the pleasure's been all mine. This has been a wonderful opportunity to learn more about the local dishes. I simply can't wait to treat each and every one of you to the new recipes I picked up after some additional practice. I doubt you even need the practice, Sharon. Just don't forget that this isn't your home, okay? No overstepping your bounds. But of course. Incidentally, how is Baron Schwarzer? As much of a relief as it was to see him up and about again, he doesn't seem to be back to his old self yet. I'm afraid not, and you wouldn't have been the only one who's noticed either. Father Bernard said as much when he came by as well. For now, he needs to focus on getting his strength back. We'll have to take things one step at a time, but so long as he eats well and gets plenty of rest, I'm told he'll be fine. Glad to hear it. So am I. Just please, tell him not to try and rush things. You know how he is, Mom. No need to tell me. I heard you just fine myself. Well, he's definitely moving fine. He is covered in bandages. Shouldn't you be resting, darling? And what did I literally just say? You should get back in bed, Dad. Not to worry, my injuries have entirely closed at this point, so a little trip down the stairs won't kill me. If anything, I'm a bit unsteady on my feet after all that sleeping. But you can't fault me for wanting to see my son and his friends off, can you? You can forgive your old man for playing tough just this once. Well, if it's only this once. If you must. You can clearly see who Reem takes after. Yeah, right? And covered in bandages, he still is coming down here. Ain't that the truth? I don't doubt for a moment you'll find your classmates and bring them back here safely. So go out there and do it. Go and walk the path that you want to take through these turbulent times. You may not know what that path is just yet, but so long as you're together, you'll find something to guide you in the right direction. Thanks, Dad. I'll be back before you know it. Until then, I leave everything here in your capable hands. I won't let you down. Good luck, son. Quite a group we have here. Shall we get going? We're gonna go see Valley at the end of the valley, right? Oh, Valley is in, like, Valimar. Got it. Yeah, we need to use the spirit path again to travel and ease our way in. We'll need to figure out who's going to be going this time, too. I'll leave making that decision to you, Master Rain. Yeah, I agree. Let's make sure we've been taking care of everything we need to before taking off, too. Roger. So it's the same as before, but we just end up leaving more people behind. So you either take Sharon, Claire, or Toval, which is obviously tough because I'd love to take multiple of them. Okay. So we have to bring Machias because this is gonna deal with Eustace, so there's no way I'm not gonna bring Machias. Here's where we're gonna run into some... I'm not gonna bring Elliot because we are going to find Emma here. So I really just want to bring another melee character. This is tough. I'm thinking between Fee and Gaius. Yeah, it'll balance out. We'll bring Gaius, and then let's bring Sharon. Yep, that looks good. Leaving preparations to Rena's chosen group, the rest went on ahead. It's so funny to actually have Sharon as part of the group for the first time. Alright, but this is where we're going to end things off. So next time we'll head up the valley and get ready to teleport to Legrand, where we will hopefully meet up with Laura, Emma, and Eustace again. So let's look forward to that. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.